Agree to disagree is the biggest crock that I've ever heard. And I'm going to share a personal story as to why that is. I have a family member who was the victim of assault. And after the election, she was on the phone with me crying. How could 77 million people not see a person who was found liable in a court of law for raping Eugene Carroll, the words of the judge, an adjudicated rapist, as a red line? And then, after he was found liable, he defamed her. He literally bullied a sexual assault victim, and then he has to pay her another $80 million. And you went to the voting booth and said, yeah, but I have cheap eggs. Oh, gas is too expensive. I don't care what he does to women. You're whores to capitalism. You said that money was more important than women. That's not a difference of politics. It's a difference of values. And this might be controversial, but you're a shitty person. I voted for Harris knowing that my taxes would go up because I voted for believing women, women's health care, universal health care, increasing minimum wage. I voted for everybody else except for myself because I'm not a selfish prick like you people. I'm not a whore to capitalism. I do a lot of genealogy, and I've tracked my lineage back to the original monarchs of England, King Henry and the second and the third and etc. When you look at the records back then, girls at 10 years old, 12 years old, it's factual. They were given to these men. Some of them were 33 years old, given 10-year-old girls, and these were their wives. This is what we've done to women in this country, and it's disgusting. And I'm sick of it. And it has to stop. Even now, the president who's on the Epstein files over, 30,000 times? Let's be real. He wasn't doing Bible studies. He assaulted these girls on there. And at a minimum, he is defending rich white men that sexually molested little girls. It's apparent. It's disgusting. May you all rot in hell. And still, those same people that voted for Trump won't say a damn thing because it doesn't affect them. It wasn't your mom or your sister or your aunt or your grandma, so you don't give a shit. Me. That's a difference of values. Eugene Carroll, I didn't know. People like Amber Thurman, who died because Georgia wouldn't give her the health care she needed because of your pro-life laws. Women like Adriana Smith, who was forced to stay alive for 4 months on a ventilator while she was brain dead from complications from her pregnancy. You voted for that. Women in Texas, they're dying at a 56% increased rate because of sepsis, because of your pro-life laws. Those don't affect me, but I give a shit because I'm a good person. I care about other people. You care about money. And it's ironic that the root of all evil is money, and that's the one thing that you crave is money. I want more money in my bank account. I want cheap taxes because I'm a whore, because I'm a Christian. It's fascinating that the least Christ-like people are the ones that have crosses and wave Bibles and tell you that they're a Christian. Isn't that ironic? Literally the least Christ-like people, the least pro-life people. Because once a baby's born, you don't care if they're shot in a school. You don't care if they die from lack of health care. You don't care if the president rapes them. You don't care if the president defends men that molest little children once they're born. You don't care if they die on January 6th. You don't care about it once they're born at all. That's socialism. That's a difference of values. You don't have it. You only care about yourself. And you want me to sit across the table from you and have a pizza and a beer and say, Paul, can we agree to disagree? Fuck off. No, we're not. We as a society have normalized the mistreatment of women, and I'm not going to do it. I'm disgusted. And that goes for the news, the media, mainstream news, and it goes for you bros on the left, like you Deans and Parkers, because you're whores to capitalism too. You know exactly what you're doing, and you debate these people knowing that they voted for a man who is an adjudicated rapist and sexually assaulted 25 women. But you want to get in debates because you want to be a whore to capitalism. Why don't you stand up for fucking women? How about that? How about that's more important than making a couple bucks? I don't care if one person watches my damn videos. I do this because it's the right thing to do. I would rather not do this. I would rather go work out and walk and go to the gym and just do my job. But I give a shit about people. So this is my way of doing it. But I'm doing it because not everybody had the same childhood I did. I grew up in an abusive house, so I know how it feels, and it's scary when you don't deal with bullies like I did. And I'll be damned watching my mom get thrown through a wall and cheated on and mistreated, then I'm going to sit by as an adult and watch people like you that are fucking whores to capitalism because I want cheap eggs because I'm a little bitch. Disrespect and shit on women because it didn't affect you. Love your neighbor as yourself. And don't blame me. I'll leave you with this thought. Don't blame me because you don't like what I'm saying. Don't blame me holding up the mirror. Blame the person looking back because you're the reason we're here. Have a good day.